Right now, another Milwaukee police officer shot. What officers say happened and how that officer is doing.
And the latest candidate to join the race for governor and what his competitors have to say about it.
And it was mild yesterday, but those temperatures continue to cool down this morning. How low will the temps go? I'll have an update coming up.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us here on News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
Yeah, thanks for waking up with us on your Friday. I'm Leah Lynchide. We hope your weekend is starting off well. We have some developing news coming in overnight from Milwaukee. Another police officer shot and injured.
It is the third officer in the Milwaukee area shot in a matter of weeks. The police chief says the officer was responding to a welfare check for a man who was slumped over in a car. When the officer got there, the suspect woke up, ran, then shot the officer. The officer, identified as a 26-year-old with 7 years of experience, and returned fire. The 22-year-old suspect also injured, but then the suspect got into the officer's police cruiser, drove off, then crashed a few blocks away. Police then took the suspect into custody. The mayor now calling on people to speak up when they see these things happen.
It takes all of us. Everybody's got to be in the game. And it's not just individuals that come to render aid like those citizens did today. It's also those folks who know things in the community, who see things. We need you to stand up and to say something when you see something going on wrong. Because you would want the same thing to happen if somebody that you care about was shot, if somebody that you care about was injured. Everybody's got to be in the game.
The officer and suspect are expected to survive.
Also in Milwaukee, 4 people in custody this morning as people of interest in connection with the 6 bodies that were found dead inside a home this week. Police say it was a targeted attack, previously saying all 6 victims, 5 men and a woman, were shot. Officials say they're trying to determine if the people of interest have any involvement. At this time, no official charges have been filed.
The former co-owner of a Madison restaurant group is facing a new set of stalking and domestic abuse charges. The charges are against Patrick Sweeney, who previously co-owned several Madison restaurants, including Lucille and Merchant. Sweeney now facing 66 additional charges in Dane County, accused of breaking the conditions of his bond. The new charges are the latest in a string of domestic abuse and stalking charges in the last year, all involving the same woman and her children. After being released on a $500 signature bond his last 3 times in court, Sweeney was given a $50,000 cash bond.
Beloit police say they've arrested a man in connection with a shooting earlier this week that left a woman dead. The 34-year-old man has not been charged yet. The victim, a 31-year-old woman, died at the hospital. The shooting happened on Madison Road. It is now being considered a homicide.
6:02 now. Let's check in with Austin Kopnitsky and your certified most accurate forecast. Hey, Austin.
Hello, good morning. And it's cold outside. I don't want to bring all this bad news, but these temperatures are about 10 to even 25 degrees colder than yesterday at this time. And by the afternoon, that's also going to stick around. We're only expecting a high of about 15 degrees. Yesterday, it was over double that. We were seeing 30s and even some lower 40s for some areas not too far away. But not as mild today. We are cooling things back down. A slow warming trend will kick back off for tomorrow. We're going to gain about 5 degrees each day all the way through this upcoming Tuesday before that next cool down hits. But that's also going to bring a snow chance as well. There is a possibility to see a winter storm moving through here towards the middle portion of this next week. So that's what we're watching out for right now. Still a little bit too early to tell exactly what's going to happen, but I can tell you what we're going to expect here today. No problem. We're going to see partly sunny to even mostly sunny skies. Easy forecast in terms of precip as we look to stay dry, but the temperatures, however, really quite chilly. We're down below 0 for a lot of spots early this morning. Later on in the afternoon, only seeing those middle teens, and then it's actually going to be a little bit colder in terms of air temperatures later on tonight and into early Saturday morning. But we're still looking at around 5 degrees below 0 at that time frame, and we're still going to warm things back up into the 20s here by the time we reach Saturday afternoon. So we will slowly start to warm things back up. As you can see, that high temperature trend does see that gradual warm up, but then to the end of the forecast, after that midweek mess may move through, that's really going to just tank these temperatures again. The teens are going to return for highs. Now you take a look at our 24-hour temperature change, and it's quite a large difference. 26 degrees cooler in Lone Rock, 18 degrees colder right here in Madison than yesterday morning, and that's leaving us right around 0 for a lot of spots. Madison currently at 3 degrees, Lone Rock and Boscobel 3 degrees each below 0, so quite chilly here for a lot of us. And again, this afternoon, not a ton of relief. That high of only about 15 degrees. We are going to see the 20s returning as soon as tomorrow, but then the 30s look to return on Monday and Tuesday. I think Monday's going to be a pretty decent day outside, especially with some sunshine, but we will start to see that breeze actually picking up, and the winds do look to stick around through that midweek event as well. So next week, although it's going to be a little warmer, we're going to see some breezes and also a potential for some snowfall around midweek.
All right, Austin Kopninsky, thank you much. Another Republican has joined the race for governor. Kevin Nicholson lost in the Republican primary for the U.S. Senate back in 2018, a seat ultimately won by Democrat Tammy Baldwin. Nicholson now running just a week after Speaker Robin Vos told him not to. Earlier this week, Wisconsin's biggest donor, Dick Uihlein, asked Nicholson to get into the race.
A Nebraska-based voting machine company says it will not comply with subpoenas issued by the former state Supreme Court justice investigating the 2020 election in Wisconsin. Attorneys for election systems and software told Michael Gableman in a letter that it would not comply, calling the subpoenas a, quote, quintessential fishing expedition.
Governor Tony Evers unveiling his plan for the $3 billion state surplus. The plan would directly impact every person in the state.
Today I'm announcing a plan that will bring more good news for Wisconsinites by sending every Wisconsin resident a $150 refund from that surplus to help defray the rising costs families are experiencing right now across our state. Under my plan, every Wisconsinite will be able to receive the full $150 for themselves and each of their dependents, meaning a family of 4 will receive $600 to help make ends meet. Provider herself.
The plan will most certainly have an uphill battle, though. It would have to be approved by the Republican-controlled legislature. Republican leaders have already said they want to use the surplus for a tax cut in 2023. Starting this week, some 66,000 UW staff, students, and faculty have returned to campus for the spring semester, and joining them are 35 autonomous delivery vehicles, a technical name for some pretty cute delivery robots.
I know you've seen them while you're driving down University Avenue. They've been on campus since the fall of 2019. But as our Mark Kane found out, weather, COVID, and a worker shortage has made the robots more popular than ever.
These Starship autonomous bots have been rolling around the UW campus for over 2 years now. Some humans were a little uneasy at first.
But as time went on, students really adapted to it. They really took them in as part of the campus community now.
Peter Testry is the director of dining and culinary services on campus.
It provides the gift of time from our perspective. Students do not have to stop studying. They don't have to stop doing whatever it is they're doing to order food from us, and it can be brought right to wherever they are.
Order fries.
Like everything else these days, it's all done on an app. Sophomore Jared Lenzendorf is a big fan of the service.
It's so nice not to have to hike 15 minutes to go get food. I can just order it straight to where I live, and it's just really helpful.
He opens the app on his phone, pins his location on a map, like Uber, and orders his food. A human loads up the order, and it's on its way. Delivery time, about 20 minutes or so.
It can vary. At the beginning of the year, wait times can be relatively long because students are new to campus. They are taking selfies with them. They're stopping to dress them up.
When they were first introduced, food services wanted to name the little guys.
I had a lot of dreams of putting flames and dressing them up as R2-D2 and things like that, and was quickly told no.
San Francisco-based Starship Technologies actually own and operate the robots. They collect the $2 delivery fee. The UW pays nothing for them. They become as much a part of campus as exams, dorms, and parties, and they are a big hit.
They add to the campus experience. They're a part of our community. We love them. They sometimes get a little lost, but we help them out, and, you know, they stay out of our way.
And the robot's popularity has surged during the pandemic. A sharp increase, 200 to 300 more orders a day, up from 400 a day pre-pandemic.
It has allowed students, faculty, or staff that want to remain at their location, in their room, in their offices, whatever the case may be, to do that and to still have hot food brought to them on a regular basis.
So it's little wonder these little wonders are now ingrained into campus life.
Yeah, if one tips over, students put them back up. During Halloween, we have students that dress up like them. We regularly get calls of people that are concerned that someone is stealing a robot or doing something they shouldn't be doing to it. So yeah, the students on campus most certainly look out for them and help them out if they need help. It's almost as the campus pet.
A very cute campus pet.
They are interestingly cute, yes, most certainly.
On the UW-Madison campus, I'm Mark Kane, News 3 Now.
I could not love this more. Truly, we did not have those while I was on campus. So here's something you probably didn't know. You don't have to be associated with UW-Madison to order food from one of the robots. You do have to download the Starship app and actually be on university property. I love this. I love that a student had to help one of them it got stuck in the snow. This is just adorable, Chris.
Wasn't that great?
Yes.
I see them all the time when I'm driving past campus, and every single time I see one of these bots, it puts a smile on my face.
They have a little flag. Yeah, I'm giggling like crazy over here while I was watching this.
Kind of disappointed, though. They weren't able to name the robots or, jazz them up with the flames or like dressing them up or decorating them like R2-D2 or anything like that. I don't know. Maybe someday.
I can certainly see how you think they're pets. I was like talking to them in a child voice as they were on the screen.
Oh, you're stuck there, little buddy. Let me help you. Let me get you out of there. There you go.
That was literally what I said.
All right, 6:10 now. Coming up, why some Amazon workers are demanding a safer workplace.
Plus, we're in the 608 this morning with a preview of Beloit Winterfest when we come back.
It's here, Wisconsin. Ashley Home Store's mega mattress clearance event is on now. Millions of dollars worth of in-stock clearance, floor samples, and overstock mattresses must be sold. Line up for savings up to 85% off while it lasts. Plus, no interest financing for 5 years. Only at Ashley Home Store.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock. Because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
How powerful is an Invisalign smile? So powerful, you can face anything, even these faces. Invis is a powerful thing. Invis is the clear aligner brand most trusted by doctors and more predictable. Invisalign.
Reynolds Wrap makes this whole cooking and cleanup thing so easy. Speeds up this so I can get to them.
Easy prep, cook, and clean with Reynolds Wrap.
Dinosaur Adventure roars into Madison. One weekend only. Alliant Energy Center. With life-size dinosaurs and massive family fun. Experience the thrill of the prehistoric age. Featuring the ferocious T-Rex, Triceratops, Velociraptor, and more. Go on a realistic fossil dig. Take a ride on your favorite dinosaur. Bounce around in the prehistoric playground. And a baby dinosaur meet and greet. Take an amazing dinosaur adventure. February 5th and 6th. Alliant Energy Center. Tickets at dinosauradventure.com.
Dear Winter, I'm coming. My squad of 16 vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of my game. So you better bundle up. Toyota.
Right now, you can get 2.49% APR for 60 months on Toyota's most popular 2022 models. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
It's here, Wisconsin. Ashley Home Store's mega clearance event is on now. Millions of dollars worth of in-stock clearance, floor sample, and special purchase furniture and mattresses must be sold. This is your chance to save as much as 85% off while it lasts. Plus, no interest financing for 3 years store-wide. Only at Ashley Home Store.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
In In the 608 this morning, a little preview of some wintertime fun for the whole family.
Josh Breiter joins us with how one community is coming together once again this weekend. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. So it's the time of year a lot of us like to hunker in and stay inside as much as possible, but in Rock County, they're hoping you get out of the house this weekend. The city of Beloit is super excited to once again be offering Winterfest in person starting today. And what better timing? Look at how pretty the city is looking after all the fresh snowfall this week. If you're looking to beat those winter blues, the City of Beloit Parks and Recreation Division is holding all sorts of activities, both indoors and outdoors, giving the opportunity for families to get out and enjoy all the things winter in Beloit has to offer.
Some of our Friday activities include crafts and bingo at our senior center for all ages. And then Saturday and Sunday, we have a wide variety of activities, anything from sleigh rides with a bonfire to a movie here at the Rotary River Center, free hosted by our Beloit International Film Festival. We have a sled dog demonstration at Leeson's Park, as well as different activities going on downtown.
Beloit Winterfest runs today through Sunday. If you'd like to learn more about some of the happenings this weekend, you can go to the story on channel3000.com and our mobile app this morning. Keep in mind, though, some of those events you can no longer sign up for as that window has passed. Coming up in our next half hour, guys, about 30 minutes away, I'll have more on the message for you at home on why getting the community together right now is so important, especially this year. That's ahead around 6:45.
Sounds like a plan. Josh Breiter, thank you very much.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
All right, 6:15, Austin Kopnitsky now with your certified most accurate forecasts. Hey there, Austin.
Hello. Let's start by talking temperatures. They're much colder this morning than where we were here yesterday morning. It's about even 20 degrees colder. It's currently 3 degrees right now in Madison, about 3 below in Lone Rock and Boscobel. Camp Douglas at about 8 degrees below zero, and we're also looking at about 5 below in Wisconsin Dells. Thankfully, we don't have too much of an overwhelming wind by any means here this morning, but with communities that are seeing a little bit above around 3-4 miles per hour, like here in Madison at a 7-mile-per-hour breeze, it really brings down those wind chills. It makes it feel like it's 9 below outside right here in Madison, 4 below in Janesville, Watertown about 7 degrees below zero. Camp Douglas feels like it's 19 below. Then you take a look at our day planner for the afternoon. We are going to see quite a bit of some sunshine for today, but that light northerly breeze unfortunately helping to keep our overall temperatures pretty down there for today. So afternoon highs only expected to reach around the middle teens, even with mostly sunny to partly sunny skies throughout. But then we're going to take a peek now at first warn traffic, which is pretty good right here in the Madison area. Not seeing too many slowdowns here for a lot of communities. Everything looking quite good here in the Madison area. Taking a jump down towards Janesville, much of the same, especially these main arteries in and out of these cities. Everything looking pretty good to go as of right now. So if you're about to hit the roads, now's a pretty good time to do so.
All right, Austin, thanks for that. There is strong evidence that COVID vaccines do not lead to infertility. A large newly released study found no correlation between vaccination and the ability to get pregnant. Ahead on CBS Mornings, Nikki Batiste traveled to Northwestern Medicine Prentice Hospital in Chicago, where they're seeing an uptick in hospitalizations of pregnant people.
How worried were you that you would die?
I didn't think I would make it out. It wasn't even a worry anymore. It was like, there's no way I can survive this.
That story and more coming up on CBS Mornings.
Workers at another Amazon warehouse are preparing to hold a union vote. The National Labor Relations Board gave the go-ahead to employees in New York Staten Island after enough signatures were collected. No date has been set yet. Amazon employees in Alabama voted down a union last year, but they are preparing to try again next month.
Amazon workers in Illinois, meantime, are demanding more safety measures. It came after that deadly tornado ripped through the Illinois facility back in December. These folks here rallying just outside of St. Louis yesterday. This is where that EF3 tornado destroyed the building, killing 6 people. Victims' families also there at the rally because they want answers about what happened. Workers want better emergency training, more protective equipment, and access to cell phones that provide emergency warnings. OSHA is investigating whether Amazon followed safety rules at the warehouse. That inquiry is expected to last 6 months.
We have an important programming note for you today. Due to the PGA Farmers Insurance Open, we will not be airing News 3 Now at 4, 5, and 6 on TV. There will be no Live at 4 program. News 3 Now at 5 and 6 will be streamed on our OTT streaming app, Channel 3000 Plus. Good chance to try and check that out, as well as channel3000.com.
Well, listen to this crazy story. Space experts say that a rogue rocket booster is on a collision path with the moon. They say a SpaceX Falcon rocket stage launched in 2015 is floating around the outer part of the Earth-Moon system. Bill Gray, an independent researcher, says his calculations show that the rocket part would hit the moon a bit north of its equator on March 4th. Experts believe the rocket stage is 49 feet long and weighs between 3 and 4 tons. They say it's safer for it to crash into the moon than it would be to enter Earth's atmosphere.
All right, 6:20 now. Some new sweets hitting the market that might make you feel a little nostalgic this morning.
And in our next half hour, officials here in Madison imagining something new for Rindall Park. More on that at 6:30.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
On my travels across the country, I came across this house with water dripping from the ceiling. You never know when something like this will happen. So let the Geico Insurance Agency help you with homeowners insurance and protect yourself from things like fire, theft, or in this case, water damage. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say somewhere upstairs there's a broken pipe.
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance at geico.com.
Well, 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 look at you. You mastered the master bath. You created your own style. And you, yes you, turned a sourdough starter into a sourdough finisher. So when you learn your chronic dry eye is actually caused by reduced tear production due to inflammation, you take it on by talking to your eye care professional about Restasis, which may help you make more of your own tears with continued use twice a day, every day. Restasis helps increase your eye's natural ability to produce tears, which may be reduced by inflammation due to chronic dry eye. Restasis did not increase tear production in patients using anti-inflammatory eye drops or tear duct plugs. To help avoid eye injury and contamination, do not touch the bottle tip to your eye or other surfaces. Wait 15 minutes after use before inserting contact lenses. The most common side effect is a temporary burning sensation. Ask your eye care professional about Restasis. Now to trick out these lights. Visit Restasis.com to learn more.
After 30 years of making quality furniture affordable and with tons of in-stock items, I'm asking more Bobs to help, like this Bob, Comfy Bob Ross.
Hi there, friend. I'm going to paint a picture of you resting joyfully on a Bob-O-Pedic Prize hybrid mattress. Gleeful layers of memory foam mixed with hybrid coils for delightful sleep at a great price, thanks to Bob's discount. As you can see, I've painted you sleeping in it.
That's a forest.
Nature's how I express my feelings.
Shop what's in stock, in store, or at mybobs.com.
Some traditions just keep getting better and better. Ford F-Series, the official truck of the NFL and America's best-selling trucks 44 years and counting. Now get a built Ford Tough F-150 with 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash. Only at your local Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
My name's Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
6:23, we're back with a really cool picture here from Craig, sharing his morning with us. And it's got us talking, what the heck is going on here? Because typically you need some rain for a rainbow.
Austin had this figured out, right, Austin?
I have a guess, a theory.
It's got a nice theory.
Yeah. Either there's still some light snow falling and there's some cloud cover overhead that's not quite pictured, or maybe there's some blowing snow around, but that could add just enough moisture up into the atmosphere there to actually produce something like what we're actually seeing there. But it's pretty hard to tell with just this picture. I need a 360 view, but it's still an awesome picture nonetheless.
Yeah, just a gorgeous, gorgeous shot here. My goodness.
It is.
Okay, so I'm reading something from the Chicago Tribune here.
Oh, okay.
This is called a snowbow.
Oh.
As I kind of guessed last hour.
And we were making fun of you for making that up.
We were.
So a snowbow is a fairly rare phenomenon that forms when sunlight is reflected and refracted by ice crystals in the air, just as a normal rainbow is produced by the reflection and refraction of sunlight.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Raindrops.
That's really cool.
There you go.
Sounds about right.
Learned something new today.
It's not an instrument.
Like an oboe. A snowbow.
A snowbow.
I love it.
I feel like, or a violin bow. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Is that what that motion was?
We digress.
All right, so Austin, chilly temperatures returning in our forecast. Didn't get much of a break.
Did not really get too much of a break. I mean, yesterday was pretty nice, but today, not so much. It's just not going to be as warm outside. The future track, it does show a generalization of what we're seeing early this morning. Later on in the afternoon hours, we're going to still reach those middle teens, but yesterday we saw the 30s and even some spots were nearing 40 degrees. So we really are cooling things down. It is going to be a very noticeable cool down compared to what we have seen. But then we're going to see an even colder night tonight with temperatures falling below 0 again. But by the afternoon tomorrow, we are going to start to see those temperatures recovering a little bit. That's when we're going to see the upper teens and low 20s. Extended forecast does show a bit of a warming trend, but by the time we do reach around Monday and Tuesday, we're going to see the 30s returning, but they won't last very long as well afterwards because we're going to cool things down. And why are we cooling things down? Well, the system's going to move through here towards the middle of this upcoming work week. That's going to cool down our temperatures, but also potentially bring some snowfall to the area. So we're going to continue to track these this system here coming through in the middle of the week. But for right now, it's going to be oh so cold out there with a slight warming trend over the next few days.
All right. Austin, thank you very much. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Order the fan favorite cowboy pizza right now at papamurphys.com.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV. And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down, and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
Dinosaur Adventure roars into Madison. One weekend only. Alliant Energy Center. With life-size dinosaurs and massive family fun. Experience the thrill of the prehistoric age. Featuring the ferocious T-Rex, Triceratops, Velociraptor, and more. Go on a realistic fossil dig. Take a ride on your favorite dinosaur. Bounce around in the prehistoric playground. And a baby dinosaur meet and greet. Take an amazing dinosaur adventure. February 5th and 6th. Alliant Energy Center. Tickets at dinosauradventure.com.
iMart Express is the only place where you can count on same-day service. Thanks to our local labs, shop our huge selection and get quality glasses at a price you'll love. And see better today. Right glasses, right price, right now.
We all love reading the magazine, but did you know there's additional exclusive Madison Magazine content here on channel3000.com? Click on Madison Magazine for timely food stories and blogs on the local food scene that don't appear in the magazine. Find arts and entertainment and interesting Madisonians. There are featured columnists and online extras like photo galleries and videos. Channel 3000 and Madison Magazine. Together, they're your one source for all things Madison.
Right now, future plans for Nadal Park being shared with the community space the city wants to create.
We've been taking care of everyone for so long. We need someone to help take care of us.
Dane County nurses trying to address staffing shortages, making their jobs harder.
And we saw mild conditions yesterday, but we're snapping back to reality today. How low will the temperatures go? I'll have an update.
Good Friday morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Healthcare workers in our area say working through severe staffing shortages is taking a toll on their mental health.
Now they're turning to Dane County to ask for help. The idea they have is to create a healthcare workforce trauma recovery and training program. Nurses say the $30 million program is a matter of public health and safety.
Without us around to take care of the community, there is no one to provide the care that our community needs.
Healthcare workers say they want to work with the county to get the program funded. They say the solution should involve healthcare workers, employers, and the county. Meanwhile, COVID case numbers still high in Wisconsin, continuing to put a strain on our healthcare workers. From the latest update from Public Health, there were 8,000 confirmed cases in Wisconsin, putting the 7-day average at just under that number. Cases seem to be on a downward trend, but doctors still have not said if Wisconsin has hit its Omicron peak.
New this morning, city officials showing off preliminary designs for a new Imagination Center to be built at Nadal Park. Last night was the first public meeting for the new space. It was a virtual meeting, so over Zoom, officials laid out the vision for the new facility, which will serve as a library and community space. It's designed to tie in with and complement existing elements of the park.
We don't want this to be a building, just a building in a park or facility in a park. We wanted to help amplify what's already there, the amenities that are already there, and foster new innovation.
An existing park structure and 16 trees near the southeast corner of Nadal Park would have to go. New trees would be added around the new facility, though. Construction currently set to begin winter of 2023, and it should wrap up by fall of 2024.
This morning, the county is starting its search for a new executive director of the Alliant Energy Center. Current director Brent Kaiser McHenry just resigned from his role for personal reasons. Dane County's director of administration says a new interim director will be announced in the coming days. They're also expecting to launch a national search for a permanent replacement.
Senator Ron Johnson in Dane County, he was talking to parents concerned with school closings and kids wearing masks.
How long the schools were shut down, masking. Heard from parents with children with asthma, that type of thing. So I'd rather have them speak to the issues, but I just met with them for about an hour, 15 minutes.
Senator Johnson also clarifying a viral clip online from Tuesday. That clip showed him saying that parents are responsible for their own children and that spending on child care is the last thing we should be talking about. This time, he says that the government's role in our society is to help people who can't help themselves or help people help themselves.
6:32 now. It is cold out there once again. Austin Kopnitsky breaking down your certified most accurate forecast. Hey, Austin.
You know, every time I've been on this morning show for the last few weeks, I haven't really brought great news, and that just continues this morning. Unfortunately, it's cold outside again, but at least we do have a very nice looking sunrise out there. So you got that to look forward to, but it's not going to be nearly as mild today. These temperatures really cool down overnight. Afternoon highs only really going to reach the middle teens. Then we're already going to see a little bit of a warming trend over the next few days. We're going to see our warmest day probably on Monday or Tuesday before that next cooling trend does hit. And that could be coupled with a winter storm here right around the middle of this upcoming work week. So that's what I'm watching out for right now. For today, not expecting any precipitation. We are expecting some sunshine. Partly sunny to even mostly sunny skies are looking very likely, but the temperatures staying quite cold. Now by this afternoon, Again, we're going to see those middle teens. Temperatures drop below 0 again in the overnight hours tonight. And then by the time we do reach tomorrow, slowly but surely, we're going to see those lower 20s and upper teens returning as that warming trend is going to slowly but surely make its way through. So again, those 30s will return by Monday and Tuesday. And then towards the middle of this week, we're still looking at the potential for a winter storm, and that would really drop our temperatures. Afterwards, we're going to see those teens returning here to our extended forecast. But take a look at just how cold it is this morning compared to yesterday. It's about 18 degrees colder in Madison, about 26 degrees colder in Lone Rock and Black River Falls. This number has been standing out all morning long. It is currently 47 degrees colder right now than it was just yesterday at this time. Now it's at 23 degrees below. Here in Madison, we're still at about 3 degrees, and a lot of our communities are right around that 0 mark. Wind speeds aren't too bad, however, so some of us are seeing wind chills, others not so much, but Lone Rock at about 13 below, Camp Douglas 19 degrees below 0. Then you look at our 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook. The very end of this forecast is looking to stay quite dry, but again, towards the middle of this forecast, especially the middle of this upcoming work week, that's when we're watching out for a little bit, maybe even some rain showers mixing in late in the day on Tuesday, but then we're going to quickly see that transition over into some snowfall. Wednesday, that's whenever we're seeing our best shot at seeing accumulation in the area, and afterwards it just brings down those temperatures. The teens will return, and it's going to be quite cold outside today as well, so bundle up.
All right, Austin Kopnitsky, thank you very much. 6:35 in the last 24 hours, there's been an increased Russian buildup of troops on the Ukrainian border. We are now learning which U.S. military bases are on heightened alert here in the States, where some 8,500 troops are ready to deploy. No bases are here in Wisconsin, but 10 bases across the country are preparing for that possibility. President Biden spoke on the phone yesterday with Ukraine's president. A source tells CBS that he asked the U.S. to dial back its rhetoric on an imminent invasion because he doesn't want panic in Ukraine. And the U.S. Coast Guard saying this morning 4 more bodies have been found during a search for 38 migrants lost at sea off the coast of Florida. The search for survivors was called off at sunset last night. Officials say the boat filled with 40 people left the island of Bimini in the Bahamas Saturday in what they suspect was a human smuggling operation. Only one survivor was found clinging to the hull of the boat over the weekend.
Back here in Madison, police are recommending a series of hit-and-run charges for a man believed to be responsible for the death of a teenager. A killed high school student earlier this month. 14-year-old Jeremiah Broomfield, a freshman at La Follette High School, died of the injuries he suffered in that crash. It happened on Schrader Road on the west side. 2 others were injured in that crash. Police said that the suspect has been in custody on a probation hold since the crash. We are not naming them, since formal charges have not yet been filed.
An emotional game for the Badgers in Nebraska for one player in particular. Chucky Hepburn has played at Pinnacle Bank Arena nearly a dozen times, but never as a Badger. That changed yesterday, but his homecoming was bittersweet. On Monday night, he had just learned his friend, one he calls a brother, was shot to death. The Badgers were able to get the win, Hepburn finishing with 13 points.
When you have a good support around you, like my team, it helps you. It helps you really focus in and start and block out the distractions that's going around. And once I know that I get step on the court, I just got to play for them because they're supporting me, so I got to support them right back.
Teammate Brad Davison having an emotional game as well. He was able to break the school record for most ever three-pointers made. Congrats to him.
A Darlington High School gym teacher now facing several charges after allegedly having sex with one of his students. 23-year-old Jesse Sturtz is charged with 4 counts of sexual assault of a student by school staff. Each charge carries a possible sentence of 6 years in prison and/or a $10,000 fine. A criminal complaint alleges Sturtz had sex with a 17-year-old student on 4 separate occasions. Sturtz and the victim first met each other in September of 2021 while the victim was enrolled in one of his classes. The Darlington Community School District releasing a statement on this, saying that Sturtz was immediately placed on leave of absence pending the investigation. District leaders also say the school will be conducting its own investigation.
6:38 now. Let's take a live look outside. Another cold morning on tap, though temperatures will be going in the right direction eventually. Austin Kopnitsky has your extended First Warn forecast after the break.
And the Mineral Point girls basketball team learning lessons on and off the court. We'll introduce you to our Coach of the Week.
Plus, we're in the 608 with a preview of Beloit Winterfest when we come back.
Isn't it great how swinging through Culver's drive-thru marks the unofficial start to family time? How biting into a hot-off-the-grill Butterburger makes worries melt away? And how a fresh frozen custard concrete mixer puts a smile on your face every time? Here, a meal you didn't have to make is a meal made fresh for you. And being greeted with a smile, even beneath a mask, makes all the difference.
There's a reason we put so much care into our food. That reason is you.
Welcome to Delicious.
Summer's coming, and so are those warm, relaxing weekends. No matter where your adventures take you, we've got you covered at the new Lake Home and Cabin Show, January 28th through the 30th at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Whether you're staying at a vacation rental, towing a teardrop trailer to sleep under the stars, or heading to a beloved family cabin, you'll find everything for your getaway lifestyle at the Lake Home and Cabin Show, January 28th through the 30th, Alliant Energy Center. Every weekend should be this fun.
Your senator is working with Donald Trump to take away your right to vote.
That's exactly what Ron Johnson is doing. It's why we must pass the Freedom to Vote Act.
With the Bucks, Alex Lasry took a stand.
Alex Lasry has used his power to expand voting rights.
I'll be a senator about action, not talk. We need to protect voting rights.
What makes him tick is his love and respect for people.
Equity and justice make us stronger. Alex gets it done.
I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message.
It's time to take your sleep to the next level with a new Tempur-Pedic mattress from Steinhafels. Tempur-Pedic mattresses actively adapt to your body's pressure points, giving you a more personal sleep experience than ever before. Queen Tempur-Pedic mattresses start at $23.99. Plus, get $300 in Steinhafels cash with a Tempur-Pedic mattress set purchase. Upgrade your sleep with a Tempur Ergo Smart Base that automatically adjusts to snoring, giving you a great night's sleep. Relax. It's Steinhafels.
You know what I'm going to miss most about space?
What's that?
How easy it is to keep up my saving habit. There's nothing to buy up here.
We're making it easier to save on Earth, too. When you open a savings builder account at BMO Harris, you can get a cash reward for every month you save.
Anything to help launch my savings?
Sure. When you open a checking account, we'll give you $200 to kickstart your savings progress.
$200 and a monthly savings reward.
It's a way to save that won't weigh you down. It's a little space humor.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Attention Dish Network customers. WISC-TV's agreement with Dish ends January 28th. If a new agreement isn't reached, your access to local news and CBS programming like The Equalizer, 60 Minutes, and CBS Sports will be eliminated. WISC-TV has fair agreements with all other cable and satellite providers, and we're working hard to find a resolution. And you can always watch WISC-TV for free over the air. Learn more at channel3000.com. You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
We are in the 608 this morning to preview a little wintertime fun for the whole family.
Josh Sprider's here with a preview of how one community is coming together once again this weekend. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, Chris and Leah, I'm sure you're like me and have been really cooped up this week with all of the cold, but Rock County is giving us a reason to get outside this weekend. Take a look at this. The city of Beloit is all looking good with the fresh snowfall this week, and they're excited to once again be offering Winterfest. It is back in person this year, which they are super excited about. The Parks and Recreation Division is looking forward to families getting out and enjoying all the things winter has to offer in Rock County. And with the involvement of the Downtown Beloit Association, more small businesses are getting involved with a huge push in supporting local this year.
We're getting a lot more community involvement to get everybody back out. It's winter time, everybody's cooped up, so having other options and things to do outside and outside of the house. We're just excited to have people out, and we're excited to see how much fun everybody has this weekend.
There's a wide variety of Beloit Winterfest activities happening this weekend, held all across the city, both indoors and outdoors. Some of those include ice skating, sleigh rides, sled dogs, canvas painting, a euchre tournament, and a movie, just to name a few. Beloit Winterfest runs today through Sunday. If you'd like to learn more about that schedule, you can go to channel3000.com or our mobile app this morning. It should be right there at the top of the page. Keep in mind, though, some of those activities you had to sign up for already. That window has closed, but plenty of stuff to go on this weekend, whether you just want to make a trip down there, participate in some of those activities, or just walk around and support some of those small businesses, guys. I think they would really appreciate everyone checking that out this weekend. And they have that euchre tournament going on, guys. I still need to learn how to play euchre. I know, Chris and Leah, you probably are like, what? I can't believe he doesn't know how to play. It's a very WISCO thing, but now that I am a WISCO resident officially, I suppose I got to learn.
I was just going to say, this is what you need to do this weekend, Josh. Get your little butt over there and learn how to play euchre in that tournament.
I really do. Now I feel like I really got to learn how to play euchre because I know that's a big thing around here. So I got to do it.
I will say we had a euchre tournament during Christmas. We have one with my family every Christmas, and then I was playing with Zach's family this Christmas, and I got euchred 5 times in a row in under, I think, 10 minutes.
Ouch.
Stanford knows what that means.
Getting euchred's not a good thing.
No, I was, my dad calls me a risk taker. I was taking some risks. Learned some lessons there for sure.
That sounds about right.
Josh, I'll teach you how to play. You'll get euchred a couple of times.
Sounds good. Yeah, now that I know, I don't even know what euchre means, and that was even a thing. But now I guess I got to find out.
Ain't a good thing.
Have a good weekend, Josh. Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him at in608@WISC-TV.com.
All right, 6:45 now. The Society of St. Vincent de Paul hosting its 30th annual Recycle the Warmth Blanket Drive this weekend. More than 40 local churches are participating in the drive. You can donate your new or gently used blankets at any of those participating churches or any Dane County St. Vinny's thrift store. The blankets will be distributed to those who need the extra help throughout the year. Last year's drive helped more than 1,500 families across Dane County.
If you love the program will love you back. That's what Michael Keys tells the Mineral Point girls basketball team just about every day. The Pointers have been listening to his daily reminder, too. It's a mantra they're taking on and off the court. Zach Hanley has our Coach of the Week.
Michael Keys is the team first guy.
Good. Switch it up.
Always about the team. Whatever you need to do to get better yourself for the team.
And his is pretty darn good.
Hey, we got a good vibe here.
Mineral Point is undefeated, ranked #1 in Division 4.
Being runner-ups last year, I thought we could come back and hopefully race the gold ball.
And on a mission to bring home a state championship.
We definitely have a little chip on our shoulder. We definitely want to get back there.
To do it, it's going to take hard work.
You don't just wake up one day and get to where you want to be. You got to put in that work.
Or as Keys likes to remind his Pointers,
have a good drive for a great drive.
If you love the program will love you back.
If you come to practice every day and you give your best effort, if you come in the game, give your best effort, like you're going to get rewarded for it. And the more time you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it.
But it's not just for on the court.
Basketball teaches you a lot, just outside. Hard work, perseverance will get you where you want to be in life. Even if things are hard, not going your way, you just got to push through that.
Because the program to Keys is life.
I saw what they're getting here, the work ethic, being held accountable, you know, how you treat people, your teammates. Of course, you hope that they carry that on, and it helps them here in college and in jobs and later in life. I think that's what coaching is about. Good, Kennedy. Good job, Kennedy Winger.
Remember to submit your recommendations for our Coach of the Week. You can do it at channel3000.com or email our sports director, Zach Hanley, directly. His email is zhanley@WISC-TV.com.
New this morning, First Lady Dr. Jill Biden is introducing the world to the White House's newest addition, Willow the cat. She tweeted these pictures just this morning. The 2-year-old tabby is named after Jill Biden's hometown in Willow Grove, Pennsylvania. It's not clear when she moved into the White House, but there's a neat story here. Willow and the First Lady have quite the history together. During the campaign trail in 2020, the cat jumped up on stage in the middle of Dr. Biden's remarks.
It's a cool backstory.
Isn't that neat? Came home with her.
Yeah, it starts with one cat, and then you get another and another.
I'd love if this would happen with a cow. Probably not.
Someday Leah Lynchide is going to own a cow.
I am. Oh, you better. Already talking to the husband.
Someday. All right, 6:48. Austin Kopnitsky. Cold out there.
Yes, it really is, especially compared to yesterday. It's only 3 degrees right now, but it actually feels like it's about 9 degrees below zero here in Madison. Now, that's about a 20-degree drop compared to just yesterday. But what we're not going to see today is any snowfall. We're still going to see a lot of sunshine. We're going to see mostly sunny to partly sunny skies throughout today, with just a bit of some cloud cover here and there. But current temperatures, they are down there compared to yesterday. It's not nearly the mild start that we had yesterday morning. It's quite chilly outside. It's only 3 degrees here in Madison, 1 currently in Watertown, Juneau at 1 below, Wisconsin Dells 5 below, Viroqua 2 below zero. Some very cold temperatures early this morning, and the wind speeds still between around 5 and 10 miles per hour for most of us. So that's also bringing down these wind chills even more. So it feels even colder than the actual air temperatures. In fact, in Camp Douglas, it feels like it's about 19 degrees below zero. And here's a look to plan your day. High temperature of only around 15 degrees, but hey, at least we're going to see some sunshine.
Yeah, we'll take any silver lining you can give us there,
That's
Austin.
Right.
Thank you very much. 6:49 now, coming up in the morning sprint. Rent costs going up and record-breaking enrollment in Obamacare. All of the morning's top headlines.
First, though, we've got some birthdays to celebrate. Jackson, he's turning 3. Max, Myra, and some twins.
Aw.
Paige as well. Don't forget Paige. So there's Mira. We're going to give them enough time here to celebrate. We don't want to just whip through these. So yeah, Myra, and then I think
there we go.
Olivia and Paige.
Cuties.
And we have a News 3 Now this morning. Staffer celebrating a birthday this weekend. Was a happy birthday to Shelby Evans, our producer.
I just heard her very loud no coming from the studio.
Hope you all have a great birthday weekend. Thanks for celebrating with us. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Pick and Save delivery is always fresh because we check our produce at every stop on its journey to you. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Don't miss out on Floor & Decor's grand opening in Monona on February 7th. With our unmatched selection of tile, wood, stone, laminate, vinyl, and more, all at everyday low prices, at Floor & Decor, you'll discover the perfect products for shopping on trend and on budget, all in one stop. Plus, our helpful associates make realizing your vision easy from start to finish, so your upgrade has never been more you. Explore Floor & Decor's newest location in Monona on February 7th, or visit us online at flooranddecor.com.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that could take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm David Cohen, the COO of Love Your Teeth. When we did the clinical study and saw that it whitened people's smile 7 shades in 7 days with only 10-minute applications, we knew we had to share it with the world. Love Your Teeth whitens natural teeth, as well as stains on caps and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. And for those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, with Love Your Teeth, you can target that area using swab precision.
I love red wine, tea, coffee, and I typically get stains at like the bottom part of my teeth, and it's very obvious. This was my smile before I started using Love Your Teeth, and then here's my smile now.
I would describe Love Your Teeth as easy to use. I'm so happy with results. Before I started Love Your Teeth, I took a selfie. So white, so different.
If you have yellowing between your teeth or coffee stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And with each 10-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth.
I'm Dr. Gold. I've been a dentist for 25 years. When I looked at the clinical study for Love Your Teeth, I was blown away by the results. Love Your Teeth really works. Finally, an at-home teeth whitening product that I can recommend with confidence.
With Love Your Teeth, my teeth were looking great. Like, I would just wake up every day like, oh my God, my teeth are getting whiter. It was just amazing for me. I saw a difference every single day. I'm just so confident in the way that my smile looks.
In the past, while I was using other teeth whitening products, my teeth became sensitive, and that's just uncomfortable. With Love Your Teeth, something that I really loved about it is there was zero sensitivity the entire process.
Order Love Your Teeth this new year and get 50% off, plus get free shipping. And as an added bonus, get a free Love Your Teeth Go Pen with your order. Visit loveyourteeth.com or call the number on your screen.
At At Pick and Save, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales for prices that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Don't miss the Monsters of Destruction at the Alliant Energy Center.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
Another Milwaukee police officer shot and injured overnight. It's the third incident involving an officer getting shot so far this year. The police chief says the officer was responding to a welfare check to a man who was slumped over in his car. When he arrived, the suspect woke up, ran, and then shot the officer. The officer shot back and hit the suspect. Both were treated for their non-life-threatening injuries.
SEIU Healthcare Wisconsin says they're looking to the county's Health and Human Needs Committee for help. They want a county resolution that would develop a healthcare workforce trauma recovery and training program for local nurses. Healthcare workers in our area say working through severe staffing shortages is taking a toll on their mental health, and they need the help.
A Darlington high school gym teacher now facing several charges after allegedly having sex with one of his students. 23-year-old Jesse Sturtz is charged with 4 counts of sexual assault of a student by school staff. Each charge carries a possible sentence of 6 years in prison and or a $10,000 fine. A criminal complaint alleges Sturtz had sex with a 17-year-old student on 4 separate occasions.
An update now to a story from earlier this week. The Dane County Medical Examiner identifying the man killed after being hit by a delivery truck downtown on West Washington Avenue as 62-year-old Jay Ringelstetter. Ringelstetter is reportedly known by people in that area for picking up litter near where he was hit. Authorities said the driver of the delivery truck is cooperating with the investigation.
Governor Evers wants to give every Wisconsinite $150. If approved, every Wisconsin resident would get that refund plus $150 for each dependent. It's thanks to the surplus in money the state has from its last budget. Republican leaders say they want to use the money for a tax cut in 2023.
The cost of rent keeps going up in America. Realtor.com's monthly rental report shows prices rose 5 times faster in 2021 compared to 2020. The national median rent right now for a 1-bedroom home is $1,600. That is up more than 19% over the year before. A record 14.5 million Americans signed up for 2022 medical coverage through the healthcare marketplace. The increase in enrollment comes after President Biden's American Rescue Plan lowered costs for most marketplace consumers. Nearly 6 million people have new coverage under the Biden administration.
New this morning, tennis star Rafael Nadal has a chance to make history this weekend. He'll be playing in the Australian Open finals for his 21st Grand Slam title. It would be the most titles ever won by a male tennis player. Right now, Nadal is in a 3-way tie for most of all time with Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic. Djokovic falling short in New York last year to be the first to 21, and of course not able to play in Australia this year.
And outside early this morning, it is cold, especially compared to yesterday. Afternoon temperatures also going to stay quite chilly here with a high of only about 15 degrees. Slow warming trend, but then towards the middle of this next work week, we're tracking our next potential for a possibility of a winter storm that could move through the area, and that'll be followed by another cool down afterwards.
All right, Austin, thank you very much. Take in that sunrise, folks. Have a great Friday, great weekend ahead. We'll see you here Monday.